Hey guys, I wanted to share with you this amazing moment I had July 25th. It was a Thursday at about 8:20 p.m. At the time I'm recording this is just like a week ago, so crazy. Um, to set it up, a couple things you might need to know. Shawn Bolz has been one of my heroes of the faith. One of the coolest compliments I've ever gotten was a sweet friend of ours said that I reminded her of Shawn Bolz. So it was like my favorite compliment ever, probably, or one of my favorite. Shawn Bolz has been a really important voice to me as I started to want to learn about the prophetic and how to operate in it, kind of as I came back to God. My heart was one of to love people well, connect them with the heart of the Father, and to empower them. And the way I saw a lot of prophetic voices operating is a lot of times it was very full of judgment and warning and kind of negative stuff about, terrible things happening. And anyways, Shawn Bolz, which just didn't connect with my heart. So Shawn Bolz gave me like language and theology and practical kind of tools and vernacular to come around how it was already sort of forming in my heart to work and act and live in the prophetic. So anyways, that's kind of a little bit who Shawn Bolz is. He's a teaching prophet, so his whole goal is to try to empower people. Not so much like, oh, hey, I'm the cool guy, but like, hey, this gift that I've been cultivating for a long time, it's not because I'm special, but because I've went after it, and you can too. So it's a big part of his thing. So anyways, I had heard about this conference. He was coming to Atlanta. Like I said, I was going to be here on a Thursday, and I knew about it a few months ahead of time. Procrastinated, did the Justin thing, and just did not get my tickets. So actually, the week before, I jump online to go buy a ticket to his conference. It's sold out. So that's an important note. I was not able to get a ticket through official channels, so there's no record of me coming to this conference. A friend of mine hit me up on text, and she was able to send me a screenshot of her hubby's ticket because he wasn't able to make it. I Venmoed her the money, so Melissa hooked me up. Thank you, Melissa. You're awesome. Anyways, I got to the conference, and sort of the way the conference goes is he'll teach for an hour. There's a break of like 10 minutes. Shawn will teach for another hour. And then there's the 20 or 30 minutes at the end, which is kind of what he gets known for, which is he'll have these amazing words of knowledge, a really cool prophetic word, and somebody will get blessed, or a handful of people will get blessed. And sort of that's him doing a little show and tell of like, okay, I've just taught on this for a couple hours on how to operate in the prophetic, but kind of here's what it looks like in action. And then the very end, we all sort of pray on each other and get prophetic words, and that's sort of the activation portion. Anyways, the part you're going to see here is what's interesting. It sort of must have happened to him sort of in the moment, because this is at the end of the first hour. It's supposed to be a teaching hour. We're supposed to go on a break. Right leading up to this, he says, or he starts talking about how to incorporate the prophetic into our work lives. Because obviously this is not just meant to be if you're a traveling preacher or something. This is meant to be for everyone in their daily life, whatever. So he uses the example of realtors. And basically he's talking about, if you're a realtor, to even start praying to God and say, Lord, help me to radically love whoever my next client is. And then you meet this next client, and then you're praying for divine connection and favor on connecting that client with the best possible home. Okay, so that's kind of a setup. Then he gets through that. We go into prayer. He's kind of praying over us, and I'll just say it was kind of your normal prayer that you would expect in a Christian setting. I don't remember anything about it except in the middle of it, kind of out of nowhere, he prays for people who have been in cults. And I'm like, that's sort of the what doesn't belong here thing. Anyway, so he does that. Then I'm going to roll what I have. So just to let you know, I've had to cobble this together. I don't have a video from him, an official video. I have an official, just the audio portion, and then I have a friend who videoed some of it. And so I'm going to try to put all that together in this next clip.
And I felt like there might be somebody here named Justin who's in real estate. Is there anybody who's named Justin and you're in real estate market? Because when I said real estate over and over, are you Justin in real estate? When I was talking up here about all this, you can sit down for just a second. Let's look at Justin, and then we'll transition it for a few minutes. Yay! Is it commercial or residential? Commercial. I didn't see what it was. I just wanted to ask. But Justin, I felt like the Lord was showing me that your life, He's going to redeem so many people through your story. And when I was talking about the deprogramming and this stuff, something happened in Florida, right?
Oh my God, yeah. And
a cult. Okay, you grew up in.
Yes, from
the time you were like 13.
13, yep.
And they were good people though, Christian people, but
yeah.
they came under wrong doctrine and just deception. And I feel like God's saying that for the thousands that were affected by that, your voice, He's about to release through media and writing projects to free hundreds of thousands, if not more. And I feel like you've already known about this.
Yes.
Like you knew you were supposed to do this.
I was in counseling a couple weeks ago, and my counselor, who listened to a podcast where I was interviewed, said, I really think you should get into that world of helping people out of cults. And then, and just the general public's already interested in it. You can make a whole career out of it. This crazy thing, and wow.
Well, I will say this. I'm just going to give a little word of wisdom on that, is that I don't think it's just to help people out of cults. I think it's to help the religious church come into adoption of love.
Yes, I totally agree.
And healthy theology. And I think,
Amen.
I think you and your family were stung enough by the counterfeit that you could smell it a mile away.
Totally. I'm
but
allergic.
you love anyways. And I feel like the Lord is showing me that He's giving you such a unique spiritual authority because you've said yes to an open heart. And you're going to teach people to be wholehearted and open-hearted. Amen. And I feel like the Lord's saying, like, the real estate thing is important, and it's been a beautiful part of the redemption story, but your future is to be a voice. And He's saying, Justin, be a voice.
Amen.
Be a voice. And so I feel like you were an example tonight of just someone that He's taken already on a new theological journey and a new spiritual journey that it's time to deploy. Wow. And I don't feel like you have to wait or that there needs to be 20 more years of process, that now is your season. Wow. But keep an open heart because you're going to continually process. Yeah. And even people you're helping are going to trigger things to go deeper inside of you to get more language. But your language will set tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and I believe even millions free. Wow. And I would encourage you to do a podcast.
Oh my God. So my goal is by the end of the year, I promised myself I'd have my first one in the bag.
Yes.
And I love your podcast, by the way, bro.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Well, thanks for being here. You're amazing.
Thank you. Wow.
Bless you. Wow. So much. Thanks for being